Morning everyone, Andy Henderson, live from Forward Thinking. I am your Sherpa guide and founder of the Forward Thinkers movement. Good to see you all. This is Sherpa Guidance episode 39, and of course on Fridays it's the reflection section. It's just a chance for us to look at the lives on Monday and look at Wednesday's framework, and then I can sort of talk to you on Fridays about how I'm applying that stuff into my own business to grow it and to become a high performance business, which I think is what we all want. We all want a business that performs really, really well. And this week's subject matter has been about identifying our dream buyer. Those customers that we love to serve, that love being served by us, that love all the value we create for them. They pay us handsomely for that, and they experience the results that we're so good at delivering. And if you haven't defined your dream buyer yet, you're probably wondering why business is so hard. You're probably wondering why you don't attract so many clients. And when you do attract some clients and you take their money and you deliver a service, some of them don't enjoy it and you don't enjoy serving them. It's because we really need to, and this isn't necessarily about niching so much. It is an element of that, and I think it's really, really important, but it's just understanding the problems and pains that you solve and identifying the specific type of customer that has those pains and problems and has the desire for the result that you can give them. And it's a really important thing, and it's something that I've worked on personally for months, and it's something that we're constantly working with my digital strategy guy Dan Elson. We work on this constantly, and we refine it and we refine it and refine it. And what happens is, if you're like me, if you're not a salesperson by trade, if you've never really been in sales and you find the concept of selling really, really difficult, when you actually identify your dream customer, your dream buyer, it stops being about selling and it starts being about helping solve problems. And if you reframe the word selling to helping, it takes a lot of pressure off, because it's not about, you don't have to sell anything anymore. You just have to really understand your customers' pains and problems, really understand the result that they're after. And when you market yourself in that way, when you let people know, let your dream buyer know, let the marketplace know that these are the pains and problems that you solve, and hi Graham, how are you? And this is the result that I'm able to give you. Obviously it's going to fob off the people that don't have those pains and problems and they don't want that result. So by proxy, you are only speaking, your marketing's only speaking to the people. Hey Paul, nice to see you. Your marketing's only speaking to the people that actually resonate with the stuff that you're talking about, which is great, because everyone doesn't want to buy your stuff. Everyone is not your dream buyer. Stop trying to sell your stuff to everyone. You want to help the people specifically where you can solve their problems and pains, and you can deliver them the end result that they need. Like I said on Wednesday, people don't buy. I'm a business coach. I'm a Sherpa guide. I help businesses grow, help them become high-performing business. People don't buy a coach. They don't buy a coaching program. They buy the result. That's what they want. They buy the end result. And now that I've applied this stuff to my business and I'm constantly optimizing this stuff, it's kind of like you're living in the matrix, because you're ignoring people that you just know that don't have the pain and problem that you solve. You're ignoring people that don't have the desire for the result that you can give them, and you're only zoning in on those people that have that specific pain and problem and desire that specific result, and your marketing speaking to them. So you don't have to chase people anymore. Your marketing attracts the right people into your world, into your business, and it's a great feeling. So this week, it's no secret, if you're watching this and you're familiar with what I do, you probably get targeted by Facebook ads because you're a business owner and you suffer from the problem and the pain that I can solve, and you also want the result that I can give you. When you do Facebook ads and use social media to attract your dream buyer in, you have to understand who that dream buyer is. Otherwise, Facebook's just going to chew up all your ad spend, you're going to get no results, and your business is going to go nowhere. You're just going to be left with a big hole in your P&L because of all the costs that you're spending, and there's no return on those costs. So it's a really great piece of work for you to do in your business. And like just this week, I've had 17 people booking my diary for calls that suffer from the pain and the problem that I solve. They also want the result that I give them. So it's been a great week for calls. It's been a great week for bringing in new people into the Forward Thinkers movement. And it all relies, the cornerstone to the whole thing is identifying who your dream customer really is and who it's not. Because, you know, right now, like I said earlier, you know, you might have leads coming into the business, you might be struggling converting them, you might not have any leads coming in because your marketing is not working, because it's not speaking from the heart. You're not getting your dream buyer's attention. You're trying to attract the whole market, but the whole market's not interested. You know, right now, only 3% of the market is interested in buying your stuff right now. So instead of marketing to the whole 100%, why don't we just find out the 3% that's got the specific pain and problem, and it's causing them pain inside, it's hurting them, and they want that specific result that you are so good at solving. So, you know, once you've done the dream buyer stuff, once you've really defined it out, you know, the names of the people that you work with now that are awesome, that you really love dealing with, that pay you handsomely for your services, that get those results. And once you've defined that, you know, define the demographics. Where are they? Who are they? What industry are they in? You know, what size of business are they? All that sort of stuff. Then think about the psychographics. You know, what are the similar character traits? My dream buyers are open-minded, they're ambitious, they've got a sense of purpose. They kind of, you know, they've got a sense of purpose, but they couldn't describe it, they couldn't define what their purpose is, but they've got an inner drive that's taking them forwards to their destination. You know, they're professional, they've got high standards, you know, things like this. You know, you need to understand the character traits of your dream buyer. Then you need to really focus on the problems that they've got. What problems do your dream buyers have? You know, mine have a lack of time, lack of structure, lack of focus. You know, they get distracted by everything. Their business has stopped, they've hit a glass ceiling. You know, and how do those problems manifest as pains in their business and their life? You know, so lack of time. You know, they're coming home late. It might be a man, it might be a woman. They're coming home late. The dinner's in the dog. The wife or the husband's really annoyed. They've missed football practice with the kids. You know, and it makes them feel bad inside. It makes them feel like they've got a void, like something's missing. And all the while they're doing all this work, they're working really hard. Maybe like you guys, you know, they are not moving forwards. They're on the hamster wheel, you know, chasing and chasing and chasing in the next week because they haven't experienced results. They do more work and move faster and faster, and it leads to burnout and stress and anxiety and all these things, and it doesn't move you forward unless you get so clear on that target customer that you serve, and then you convert, you know, all those details about the pains and problems and the results that they want to experience into a marketing message, you know, a value proposition, a marketing statement that really gets their attention and brings them into your world. You know, do videos like this so that your dream buyer knows you exist. You know, you're visible, you've got credibility because you're giving them value. And then once you've got them on the phone in a conversation or you meet them, you know that they suffer from the problems and pains that you solve. You know that they want the result that you can give them. So it's not about selling anymore and getting the rejection of constantly trying to sell and fail and sell and fail and chase tumbleweeds all over the place. You know that the person in front of you has got the pain and problem that you solve. You know that the person in front of you needs the result that you can give them. So it's not about selling anymore, it's about helping. And if you're anything like me, helping people, creating a positive impact in the world, in your customers' lives, in your family's lives, those close to you, even the wider system, the industry that you're in, you know, that is fundamentally why we do what we do. Because when we impact someone's life for the positive, we stop searching. That, you know, we're always searching for something to fill the void inside us. And you know what the void is? It's not money, it's not success, it's not control, it's not certainty, it's fulfillment. And you only get that sense of fulfillment when you're helping others achieve great things. And you can only help those people when they're the exact people you serve and solve their problems and pains and give them the result that they need and desire. Anyway, guys, forward thinking Andy Henderson, reflection section today. I use the dream buyer stuff all the time. I'm sat out front now of a dream buyer of ours on my career GPS program because I'm destined with a team of people, Lee Chambers and Kirsty Nicholson, to impact the lives of 1 million people who are struggling in their careers today, who are trapped, who are unloved, who are undervalued, and they feel chained to a career, and they're screaming out to get out of that job. They hate their boss, they hate their job, you know, they hate the industry that they're in, and they feel that void inside. So, you know, so I'm here because, and I'll show you where I'm at. I don't know if you can see this, you can't see this, but I'm at Burnley College, and we're talking to them about how we can help the college students and the graduates and those going into further education and into employment really define their destiny, really define the stuff that lights them up inside, and helping them align, you know, what's inside them to a career of their dreams in the future. So therefore eliminating that disconnect between school and college and their choices, and then college and university and their choices, and then coming out of university thinking, well, I've got a bunch of skills now, but I really don't like what I do. You know, we want to connect them to a purpose-driven, a purposeful life. So, you know, when you start going through the dream buyer exercise, you start to identify the people you know, who are likely to have the problems and pains and the result that you want. And we did this exercise with Lee and Kirsty this week and last week, and we've arrived here at one of our dream buyer companies, customers, and we're hoping that we're going to have a really good meeting, and we're going to help them. We don't need to sell, we're just here to help. Okay guys, so Andy Henderson, Sherpa Guidance, episode 39. It's great to see you. Happy Friday if you like that sort of thing. Enjoy your weekend, enjoy your time off with your family, and I'll see you real soon. Just remember, you're only one step away.